Sandra, are you a student? Are you working or a student? Anyway, Sandra, let's proceed to this speaking. Now, today we'll be talking about the world of consumerism. Do you enjoy shopping? Uh, how often do you buy things online? What kinds of things do people in your country like to spend more on? Do you think people buy more things than they need nowadays? Yes. Do you think people buy more things than they need nowadays? Do you think, I'm sorry, have your shopping habits changed over the years? Now let's proceed to speaking part two. Now I'd like you to describe a product that you bought that you were very happy about. You should say what the product was, where did you bought it, why you bought it, and explain why you were satisfied with it. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute to take notes and 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it. Alright, time is up. Could you please describe what product you bought that you were very happy with?
For the product, I bought that make me happy for door that look like my favorite character. I bought it 3 years ago. I ordered it from my friend. She sell handmade. She make. I bought it because I like college. Think I like college about my favorite character. And I feel satisfied with it because I ordered it from my friend.
That's not 1 minute. Describe, okay, now let's proceed to speaking part 2. Why do you think people enjoy buying new things?
I think people enjoy buying new things because they feel interesting about they feel interested about it and new things usually has many good benefits.
How does advertising influence people's shopping choices? How does advertising influence people's choices?
Advertising if if there is a good advertising, people can interest about it and they they can need they can want to one buy it.
Do you think consumerism is good or bad?
I think consumerism consumerism can help promote economic and uh, and bring bring many many good impact for country.
In what ways has consumerism changed the environment?
Consumerism change can can change income of one country. Um, it it can increase it can increase income of country and it actually it can share traditional expensive things for many people in other countries.
Should governments do more control for consumer spending or advertising? Should governments do more to control consumer spending or advertising?
Government, government this has
Sarah, you need to work on your speaking part 2 and speaking part 3. Somehow you were able to answer some of the questions in speaking part 1, because speaking part 1 is just an introduction and interview. But for your speaking part 2, yes, you were able to answer, but that is too short. That wasn't 1 minute. You need to talk at least 1 minute or more until 2 minutes. Now, here's what you're going to do to make your part 2 questions or answer much longer. Describe a product you bought or tool that you built. You should say, actually, I really love shopping. Make a story about it. Do you love shopping? Do you love buying things? Yes? Okay, you need to make a story. Actually, I really love shopping. Online or in a pop-up store, go to the supermarket with my friends and all. I really love shopping. But recently, I have bought a product that makes me so happy. This is a phone. Last week, or when you bought it, make a story about it. Last week, I went to a phone shop and bought my first phone that's coming from my allowance. Where you bought it? I bought these products in the Apple store like that. It's right near the city, the park. So after I bought the product, I went out and eat these and that. Why do you bought it? I bought it because I really need a phone. Because by the end of the school year, I'll be graduating and I'll be turning to university. And I'm planning to study in Hanoi with my friends, and that's quite far from High Zone. So I really need phone because I need to stay connected with my parents and to give them updates, daily updates that what I'm doing today, about myself, like that. And saying why you were satisfied. I'm really satisfied with this new phone because I'm dying to buy this phone for myself. I mean, I had an old phone, but that phone was actually coming from my mom, and my mom gave it to me. So this one is a new phone for me, and I really love this, and I love taking photo. And this one has a good quality, such a good quality photos. So just make story about it, okay? Next one, for your speaking part 3, uh, there are questions that you don't understand, I think, especially for number 4. In what ways has consumerism has changed the environment? We are talking about the environment. So this refers to the tree, to animals, and anything around you, okay? Because you said earlier it changed the country. It's going far. Okay? You should have said it changed a lot the environment. Okay? It makes the environment worse, something like that. Alright? Give examples as well. Some of your questions you were able to somehow answer, but you need to give an example for that. Because as what I have observed during the speaking, you need to talk at least 10 to 12 minutes with the interviewer, but then you were only able to talk for at least 8 minutes. That's very long. Therefore, you need to expand more. Because if you talk like that, no expansion, sure, I guess your balance score will be at around 4.0 or 4.5 or maybe 5.0. Okay? Thank you. Next one is Skylar. Wait for me, guys. Alright, hello. My name is Mark and I am your interviewer this evening. Welcome to the International English Language System. This is the IELTS speaking test. Could you please introduce yourself to me?
Yes, my name is Jen and you can call me Kyle. I am 17 years old now. I'm in high school. I was born and live in Thanh, which is a countryside. I remember there are five people in my family. My father, my mother, and me and my brother and sister.
That's great. Thank you so much for that, Timer. Let's proceed to speaking part 1 today. We'll be talking about the world of consumerism. Do you enjoy shopping?
Yes, I very enjoy shopping because it is really fun. Maybe I can use my money after having work. I can go shopping and buy something for me.
How often do you buy things online?
I often buy some device for me, like
of things do people in your country like to spend money on? What kinds of things do people in your country like to spend money on?
Easier device like smartphone, computer, and food. It's used for their life. It's making their life more useful and sometimes it's artwork designing. It's caused by marketing. iPhone every year iPhone for example every year iPhone have a newest version and you want to buy.
Do you think people buy more things than they need nowadays?
Yes, I think so. Because of marketing, I talk with our next person.
Have your shopping habits changed over the years?
I think yes, because in the past, people buy more people buy more food for their life, and now they buy for entertaining, for decrease stress, for all people around have this product and they want to have this product too.
Now, let's proceed to speaking part two. For speaking part two, I would like you to describe a product you bought that you were very happy with. You should say what the product was, where you bought it, and why you should bought it. And explain why you were satisfied with it. I'll give you only 1 minute to write down about it and 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it. You have notes there? Jeffrey, we'll answer all the questions for speaking.
Yes, it also easy.
Easy? What would you say? It's also
It's also easy, so I need to
great. Time is up. I need you to describe a product you bought and you were happy with.
I'm showing about once one time I it is a toy from a famous animation, and I bought it from in the shop near my school. Um, it is I don't know, and I can play with my friend. We use for um, it has a laser, and we we use it for to find all different robots. It is in my memory, but now I can look it. It is it it will be forever in my thought.
Okay, let's proceed to speaking part 3 now. For part 3, I'll be asking you some questions. Why do you think people enjoy buying new things?
People enjoy like new thing because all of new thing is all of new unique version has is a update of the last version, and it have more function of the old version, and
Let's proceed to the next part. Next question. How does advertising influence people's choice or shopping choices? Again, how does advertising influence people's shopping choices?
advertising advertising have give the picture of or photograph of the product to the customer, and it can make people change the choice beginning and device to buy this product. Sometimes it's important use useful in their life.
Do you think consumerism is good or bad for the society? Do you think consumerism is good or bad for the society?
I think it's good because society acting free from the broker, the customer, and it making the money can from there from people to different people.
In what ways has consumerism changed the environment? Again, in what ways has consumerism changed the environment? Alright. You need to work on your speaking part 3. Most of your questions in speaking part 3 are actually related to the lessons that we had during the world of consumerism in Unit 9. So that's why it's very important for you to listen whenever we have a discussion about it. Because, for example, number 1, why do you people enjoy buying new things? These vocabularies used in these questions are very simple and basic. Why do you think people enjoy buying new things? I think people like buying new things because it's their hobbies, it's their like this and that. It makes them happy because they bought the things that they love and they think that it's very useful. You could use this for their daily lives. How does advertising influence people's shopping choices? It influences them by this and that. Do you think consumerism? Everyone, consumerism. Do you remember what's consumerism? Consumerism, the basic foundation of this one is that people needs to buy things because it's for their needs. They need to buy this one, but there are some bad or impacts, downwards about this one as well, drawbacks as well. For example, like people buy too much whenever there are some sale, okay, discounts. Next one. In what ways has consumerism changed the environment? What ways? You need to mention what these ways are. Sorry. Sure, okay. And then I like the way you introduce yourself. That was actually a good introduction. The way you give extra to make your interviewer impressed with you. But some of your speaking answers weren't that actually aligned with the structure for the speaking. Also work on your subject verb agreement. Why you always forget that it may. Okay? Sit down. I think we don't have enough time. Jack and Alisa will do this next meeting. We'll just wait for 5 minutes and the time is up. Actually, the questions for speaking part 1, as all the speaking practice that we had today are very easy. I improvised this to make it easier for you. And also Sandra, it's not province, okay, it's province. Taizong province. I forgot that. I'm satisfied also. You guys pronounce the word satisfied